I'll be honest. We had one of these gigs back in March where everything went south. It was cold, it was raining, and of course some of the gear wasn't playing right with each other when on location. Reflecting upon that gig convinced me that I needed to streamline the setup process. And the best way would be to put all that live streaming gear in a rapidly deployable case. I filmed the whole process on my Blackmagics and my trusty iPhone 12. Now this isn't a totally step-by-step tutorial, but more of an overview. I'm sure you can figure most of this out for yourself. Anyways, here's the saga for you. It's really long, so feel free to skip ahead to the end for the payoff. Today, for this Tech Talks episode, we are going to build a rig for the ATEM Extreme ISO. So you can see I've got all this stuff delivered from Amazon, along with some existing parts I've got, which were probably also delivered by Amazon. I've already got the C-Tech 15-inch monitor installed here. And we're going to put the ATEM here in the bottom with a sliding rack. It's gonna slide out like this, hopefully. And on top of that, we're going to put the HyperDeck. And in the back, we're gonna have a plate with all the HDMI connections and Ethernet connections here, and the Furman power conditioner up here, which hopefully I think when this leans back, it'll help support it for travel. Okay, this is my experiment. I've never done this before. Let's see how it goes. Here's some B-roll of the gear. I can insert later. There's that. Okay, here we go. Hopefully this will solve some of our noise issues. Okay, a bunch of HDMI connectors. This drawer, which I'm not exactly sure where I'm gonna put right now, but I think it'll come in handy. A couple of SDI connectors. And here we've got a box full of HDMI cables and dual lock, 3M dual lock low profile reclosable fastener instead of Velcro. I don't dig Velcro, I think this is better. This drawer should be installed in here somehow. See if the ATEM fits. Boom. There we go. Okay, I think it's gonna go up here. Okay, so the cables are too short, but I don't want to stop the shoot. I'm just going to couple them together to make 2 feet for now while I wait for the replacements. So you need one of these switches because all these things talk via Ethernet, and this mini router here, Wi-Fi router, is great so that you can connect your laptop to this wirelessly. Maybe you should put the router, the switcher here and the router here. I'm hungry, it's time for lunch. I've been working hard at this. Thanks for sticking with me. All right, so the last piece of the puzzle came in while I was at lunch. Hopefully the last piece is the Terranex mini rack shelf. One screw. Well, I kind of like that. Okay, one screw, sure. We've done a lot of damage today. Everything's in there that needs to be in there. I'm happy with the way this is working out so far. The only thing I'm not happy with is this mixer location. You can't access the one XLR port on this side and the headphone jack. The headphone volume, I mean. Other than that, this is good. So we're gonna call it a day. 2-foot cables are coming tomorrow, and then we'll revisit this. We're back a couple days later, have the missing pieces to the puzzle finally in, and changed a couple things around. Let's get right into it. Let's see what we got. Cat 5 cables, okay? Cat 5 patch cables, and these XLR panel mounts. My thought was maybe bypassing the mixer, the audio mixer, and just going straight from the back, plugging these in here That should give me a stereo connection to the input of the ATEM mic 1. Since you can switch between line and mic on the ATEM, I may be able just to circumvent having a mixer. We'll see. Let's finish this panel. Just have to install these two and I'll be done. Look at that. The first thing I'm gonna do is run the 2-foot cables, 2-foot HDMI cables from the ATEM to here. I decided to ditch the audio mixer and I replaced it with the LiveView Solo, which turned out to be the right decision. Let's see if this is actually going to close. Oh man, it's heavy. Yeah, it's a good 50, 60 pounds. Yep, we've got camera control, focus. Sweet. I think I'm done. I got the hyper deck, the monitor, the live view, and around the back. We've got the patch panel, switcher, Good Life router, Apple TV, Furman, and 2 SDI, 1 in, 1 out, 2 XLRs, a blank space for something else, probably USB-C in the future, and then Ethernet. Crossrock, a case for the Mini. There's my plug. Turn that puppy on and everything turns on. I love that. Voila. Tonight we added 2 bidirectional converters. It's for the, can't see it, but the A and B output of the HyperDeck. We're doing chroma key. So we got the SDI A and B of the HyperDeck going into the bidirectional converter, and then out HDMI to the patch panel into 6 and 7. I also added these modems here to the live view. Maybe not the best place for them. We might need to get USB cable extensions and place them out here on clamps or something. But so far so good. Inside this house, they are, oops, they're at 2867 on one and 2661 on another. Plus we're plugged into Ethernet 2. Super solid. Just streaming a pic of this. Just streaming that angle. And the HyperDeck has monitor out going into 5, and A going into 6, and B going into 7. So actually 3 inputs from the HyperDeck. 8 is the Apple TV, which doesn't seem to be on anymore. And then it was 1, 2, 3, 4 for cameras. Five can also be an SDI camera. As a matter of fact, this is going through 5. HyperDeck's like a extra SDI converter, and could also play like a video track too. Here we go. The last piece of the puzzle for real this time is here. This USB-C port with 2 USB-Cs Ended up being like $40 with shipping and handling and everything. So you've got that one hooked up to the hard drive. They're both hooked into the USB-C outs. And 928 gigabytes left on that drive. Sweet, that's it. I'm not doing anything else. It's time. I finally completed this amazing rack mount case for the ATEM. And wow, I'm super happy about it. Last part finally came in today. I'm gonna give you guys a quick tour, and then we're gonna put it all together and take it out to the car and go to Sunset Cliffs or some kind of beach and do a live stream test from there. Just one switch. There we go. And we've got the rack panel here with 8 HDMI inputs and 2 outputs. 1 SDI in, 1 SDI out. 2 XLR line level ins. And 2 USB-C ports right here, plus another Ethernet port and Ethernet switch, 8-channel Ethernet switch. The Good Life little Wi-Fi 5G router thingy, Furman power conditioner. These cool little lights that come out. This could come in handy eventually. That's big. Extra outlet source here. Up here we've got 2 Blackmagic bidirectional converters. Monitor's cool because it has 4 HDMI ins and 4 HDMI outs, so that could be used for some kind of signal distribution later. Plus V-mount. Here we've got the dual USB-C connections. One's going to the hard drive, so this place right here. And the other one's going to the laptop for the software control. This port is connected directly to the LiveView Solo. So if I had to, I could run a second internet connection straight to the LiveView Solo. But for now, I'm just patching it into the switch over here. And this is the one main internet connection. This Apple TV is in here. That's connected too. There we go, there's our Apple TV on camera 8. I also have a 5-volt to 12-volt adapter for powering the Axoons from USB. Got some USB adapters in here. Super clean. I've got everything hooked up, feeling very confident about it. It's time to pack this sucker up, put her in the car, take her to the beach, and do some live streaming. See you there. Boom. Good to go. See you at the beach. We're about to drive to Fiesta Island and see if we can do a totally battery-powered live stream. Bringing this to see how it works. The battery backup, power the system, and I'm also going to plug it into the car. That's what we see. Some cameras. Computer, guitar, fiance, dog. All right, let's see out this island. Hey, made it out to Fiesta Island, and I'm about to see how long it takes to set up my new live streaming rig with 2 wireless cameras, 2 Blackmagic, 6K Pros. Start the timer now. Let's start. Timer says 14 minutes and 47 seconds. Let's just call it 15 minutes. A 2-camera wireless live stream up. I'll stream it to Vimeo with the LiveView Solo. The one thing I noticed, it's hard to see the monitors. We need to do something about that. Or I need a brighter monitor. 8,000 up. 2 cameras here. Let's attack. 2 Axoons. Drawing 100 or 110 watts of power. 100, 110, not bad. Okay, so as you can see, we're streaming at very high quality, consuming 9,277 kilobits per second of bandwidth, using LRT. One modem is significantly faster than the other though, 5760 for USB 2, 4162. Okay, it's balancing the mountain right now though. It's after about, I don't know, 10 minutes of streaming right now. And this is what it looks like. Streaming to Vimeo. And we're checking Vimeo, checking the stream health in Vimeo. Looks like good. Streaming at 29.97 frames per second. Good connection. So I could even control the switching from the driver's side here if I had a monitor. I do have a USB-C monitor I could put right here, I think. I'll try that next time we go out. After like an hour and a half, we're down to still at half level. The laptop is wirelessly connected. Recording 2x Zoom receivers, 6K Pro. Hey, so it's been about 2 hours. Stream is still going strong. Did lose this camera because we just didn't have the batteries charged well enough. But look over here, still got the other camera. We're still recording. Still streaming to Vimeo. Laptop's still going. The battery is at 11.5 volts, 100 watts, about halfway through. So who knows, maybe we have another hour, hour and a half, 2 hours. I'm not sure, it's getting late though. It's time to head home. This other camera, still going strong. Probably go another hour. Of course the Axons seem to last forever. Okay, that's my story for today. Thanks for watching. Hey, if you made it this far through the video, you must be a real tech geek like me. Cheers to you. I ended up doing a test at the studio with the Duracell power station, and it ran the setup for 3.5 hours after a full night of charging, which is probably long enough to diagnose a power outage, but at the same time was a bit disappointing for such a large and heavy system. I think I'm going to explore some lithium battery options for backup power. I want something that will run this rig for at least 5 hours. But I'm so glad I took the time to make this ATEM rack mount case. I looked at a couple of pre-made options out there, but none of them really fit what I needed, so I went out and created my own vision. At the end of the day, all the parts cost around $4,600 for everything, minus the ATEM Extreme ISO and the Hyperdeck, which I already had. Money well spent though. I can't wait to take this out for real gigs. It'll make my life so much easier. As always, thank you for watching. Please share and subscribe. I'll try to answer any questions in a timely manner, and I want to hear from you. What would you do differently? What would you add to this rig? Let me know. The affiliate links are listed below as well, should you wish to support our cause here at CinemaViva, as we're taking Tech Talks on the road to NAB, the National Association of Broadcasters in Vegas this week. So stay tuned for live streams and coverage from there. As always, I wish you the best and mucho success.